Hey, what's going on, guys? TalkNorwichCity here, back for another video. I hope you guys are doing fantastically well. Now, today I'm back for a video highlighting the players we need to keep hold of for the best possible chance to get promotion back next season. So, without further ado, here's the players. The first player I feel we really do need to keep hold of is last season's Player of the Year, Jonny Howson. I was so impressed with Jonny Howson. He's just a Rolls-Royce player. He really is, you know, he's so consistent, he never really puts a foot wrong. And the thing I love most about Jonny Howson is his work ethic. He is constantly running. A game really stands out for me. Last season, we were away to Bournemouth. I think, did we lose 2 or 3-0? And he was still running hard in the 95th minute when everyone else had given up. Howson gives 100% work ethic. He's guaranteed to get goals. He's guaranteed to get assists. And he's a guaranteed starter week in, week out. For me, Jonny Howson has to stay at Norwich City. Next up is probably the most obvious choice is Tim Close. I think Tim Close could go on to become one of Norwich City's greatest ever defenders if he stays at Norwich City. I know it's early on in his Norwich career, but we all know just how much quality Tim Close has. Personally, I do think he will leave this summer, but I read an article in last week's Breakfast with TNC saying what we need to do to keep hold of Norwich, to keep hold of Tim Close is to tell him that he's going to be a week in, week out starter. We'll probably be able to make him captain, and that he will become a part of Norwich City folklore if he can get us back into the Premier League. I think without Tim Close, we're going to struggle. Defensively, with Tim Close, it's going to be a shored back line. For me, Tim Close has to stay at Norwich for a chance of promotion next season. So the player who has been most linked with a move away from Norwich City so far is, of course, Nathan Redmond, but I would love to see Nathan Redmond stay at Norwich City, of course, if he wants to as well. There's no point having a player at this football club who don't want to be here because they won't give 100% effort. And at the end of the day, we want players at the club who want to play for Norwich City. If Nathan Redmond does love Norwich City, which he should do, he scored some great goals for Norwich and he's had a good reception from the fans for the majority of his career, then he's priceless. He really is. He's still young. He's performing week in, week out for the England under-21 side. This is recently anyway, and he guarantees you something in a game. It might only be one quick thing, but that is enough to win you games at times. He'll get you goals, he'll get you assists, and he's a very exciting player to watch. Nathan Redmond isn't quite the finished product yet, but I think he can become that at Norwich City. And like Tim Close, could become a Norwich City legend if he does stay at the club. Nathan Redmond is one of the most exciting players at the team, and I want to see him stay at Norwich. And finally then, I think the last player who I really want to stay at Norwich City is Robbie Brady. We brought him in, definitely Premier League quality, although towards the tail end of last season he wasn't at the best of his ability, but I really rate Robbie Brady. He's fantastic going forwards and he's fantastic defensively. The good thing about Brady as well is he's good at left back and left wing, and in recent years we've often struggled with filling the roles down that left hand side. I can remember in the Championship, in the early stages of the Championship, we were really struggling down that left side. We were often having to push Bradley Johnson out there or start Kyle Lafferty out there, and that's always been a bit of a problem. But since getting Robbie Brady in, due to his dynamic ability, I really rate him. Will he go back to a Premier League team? Probably, especially if he impresses in the Euros, but I think Brady would be an absolute steal if we could keep hold of him. That is my final player that Norwich City need to keep hold of. So I hope you guys agree with the players that I just picked to stay at Norwich City: Jonny Howson, Tim Close, Robbie Brady, and of course Nathan Redmond. Do you think there's any other players that we desperately need to keep hold of? If so, leave them down in the comment section below. Do you disagree with some of these players? Would you sell them if the price was right? Let me know down in the comment section down below. And also, I'm going to be doing a video very soon about the players we should sell. So subscribe to TalkNorwichCity so you never miss out on the videos. It's free. You might as well. Thank you so much for watching, and peace out.